Welcome back to the channel. Get ready for the action because we are kicking things off with the latest news from Illumination. Pierre Coffin is back at the helm, directing the next absurd outing in the silliest global animated franchises, Minions and Monsters. This film is packed with mayhem, featuring a minion clown with a chainsaw as they battle silly monsters they unleashed upon the world. Find out all about this chaotic new adventure coming to theaters in July.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we are diving into the world of intense psychological thrills with the new Cape Fear series. Apple TV has just dropped the trailer for this gripping showrun and executive produced by Nick Antosca, with heavy involvement from Academy Award winners Martin Scorsese and Steven Spielberg. Starring Javier Bardem and Amy Adams, this series explores the terrifying consequences when a notorious killer is released from prison and seeks vengeance against the happily married attorneys they are responsible for. Now, let's talk more about the Minions and Monsters spectacle. Illumination and Universal Pictures have shared the final trailer for this third prequel spin-off of the Despicable Me franchise, which is set to premiere at the Annecy International Animation Film Festival this June before hitting theaters on July 1. Discover the story of brand new Minions, James and Henry, as they navigate Hollywood, try to find the perfect monster to star in their movie, and unleash chaos onto the sets. And finally, the full scoop on the Minions and Monsters trailer and poster. Universal Pictures has officially released the new promotional material for this blockbuster, which is rated PG for violence and humor. We're talking about the rambunctious tale of the Minions conquering Hollywood, losing everything, and banding together to save the planet from their own mayhem. Don't miss this epic animated adventure, and make sure you stay tuned for all the details. Illumination has unveiled the second trailer and poster for their upcoming animated feature, Minions and Monsters. The latest installment promises escalating chaos, featuring a minion clown wielding a chainsaw as the gang races to save the planet from the monsters they inadvertently unleashed. Directed by Pierre Coffin, who previously directed the first 3 Despicable Me films and voiced the Minions since their debut, the film is written by Brian Lynch. It is slated for theatrical release in July. The 3D comedy chronicles the Minions' journey, detailing how they conquered Hollywood, achieved stardom, suffered setbacks, unleashed monstrous mayhem, and ultimately united to combat the resulting global crisis. The film boasts an acclaimed voice cast, including Academy Award winner Allison Janney, 2-time Academy Award winner Christoph Waltz, Academy Award winner Jeff Bridges, 2-time Academy Award nominee Jesse Eisenberg, Zoe Deutch, and comedy iconoclast Trey Parker, co-creator of South Park. Additional talent includes Saturday Night Live alum Bobby Moynihan and Phil Lamar from Futurama and King of the Hill. Illumination's Academy Award-nominated founder and CEO, Chris Meledandri, alongside executive producer Bill Ryan of the Super Mario Bros. Movie, are involved in the production, with Brian Lynch also serving as an executive producer. Apple TV has dropped the new trailer for the psychological horror thriller series, Cape Fear. The project is helmed by Nick Antosca and is executive produced by Academy Award winners Martin Scorsese and Steven Spielberg, with Academy Award winner Javier Bardem and nominee Amy Adams starring and also serving as executive producers. The limited series is set to make its global debut on Apple TV on Friday, June 5, 2026, featuring the first 2 episodes followed by new episodes every Friday through July 31, 2026. Inspired by the 1991 remake directed by Martin Scorsese and produced by Steven Spielberg, the plot centers on happily married attorneys Anna, played by Amy Adams, and Tom Bowden, Patrick Wilson, when Max Cady, Javier Bardem, the notorious killer they helped put away, is released from prison and seeks vengeance. The ensemble cast includes Golden Globe and Emmy nominee Patrick Wilson, Joe Anders, Lily Collias, and Malia Piles, with supporting roles filled by CCH Pounder, Jamie Hector, and Anna Baryshnikov. Cape Fear draws inspiration from both the novel The Executioners, which inspired Gregory Peck's 1962 film, and the acclaimed 1991 remake directed by Scorsese. Steven Spielberg, who produced the 1991 film, is an executive producer alongside Scorsese. Creator Nick Antosca is developing the series through his long-standing deal with UCP. Illumination and Universal Pictures have unveiled the final trailer for Minions and Monsters, the third prequel spin-off in the Despicable Me film franchise. The highly anticipated movie is slated for a world premiere at the 2026 Annecy International Animation Film Festival in June, followed by a theatrical release on July 1. The film sets the stage for a new adventure, introducing a completely new tribe of minions who find themselves in 1920s Hollywood at the dawn of cinema. The synopsis details the story of two new minions, James and Henry, as they embark on a chaotic journey, conquering Hollywood, becoming movie stars, losing everything, unleashing monsters onto the world, and ultimately uniting to save the planet from the resulting mayhem. The final trailer showcases the film's comedic chaos, featuring the minions causing havoc on 1920s Hollywood sets. The narrative follows the lovable and messy characters as they attempt hilarious and dangerous schemes to find the perfect monster for their own movie, culminating in their summoning of an adorable, talking green monster freed from a book. The film is directed by Despicable Me filmmaker Pierre Coffin, who also co-wrote the screenplay with Brian Lynch. The cast features a star-studded lineup including Allison Janney, Christoph Waltz, Jeff Bridges, Jesse Eisenberg, Zoe Deutsch, Trey Parker, Bobby Moynihan, and Phil Lamar. The production is handled by Chris Meledandri and Bill Ryan, with Brian Lynch serving as an executive producer. Universal Pictures has unveiled the new trailer and poster for the upcoming animated feature, Minions and Monsters, set to hit theaters on July 1, 2026. Rated PG by the Motion Picture Association for violence, action, language, and rude macabre humor, the film marks an expansion of Illumination's successful animated universe following the global success of Despicable Me 4. The narrative promises a chaotic and hilarious adventure, detailing the story of how the Minions rose to fame in Hollywood, experienced downfall, unleashed monsters upon the world, and ultimately teamed up to save the planet from their own chaos. The production boasts an acclaimed voice cast, featuring Academy Award winner Allison Janney, two-time winner Christoph Waltz, Academy Award winner Jeff Bridges, two-time Academy Award nominee Jesse Eisenberg, Zoe Deutsch, and comedy icon Trey Parker, co-creator of South Park. The cast also includes Saturday Night Live alum Bobby Moynihan and Phil Lamar from Futurama and King of the Hill. Pierre Coffin, the director of the first 3 Despicable Me films and the initial Minions movie, is set to direct the action. Coffin has also provided the voices for the Minions since their debut in 2010. The screenplay is credited to Brian Lynch, known for his work on Minions and the Secret Life of Pets films, and Pierre Coffin. The film is produced by Illumination's founder and CEO, Chris Meledandri, and executive producer Brian Lynch. Having become some of the most iconic animated characters of their generation, the Minions have driven Illumination's Despicable Me and Minions franchises to a global box office exceeding $5.6 billion.